Every year, whether that be in January, March, or September, we set goals. But along the way, we either lose direction or we lose motivation to achieve these goals. And so in today's video, we're going to talk about how to stay motivated, to stay focused, to achieve your goals. It's easy to set goals. You decide on what you want, you write it down, and you achieve it, right? Unfortunately, it's not that easy. There are way too many distractions along the way for you to keep your eye on the prize. And so today we are going to talk about some tips that has helped me to stay focused on achieving my goals. Let's get right into it. And no, I don't mean this season, although I wish it was any other season than winter. No, the season I mean is that our lives have different seasons, different stages, and we need to be aware of when we've come into a new stage so that we know we need to try something different, because what used to work in a different stage and another season might not work in this one. Your goals are really the end results of habits and systems you have put in place. For instance, if I have a goal to go to bed before 9:30, just telling myself every day that I need to go to bed before 9:30 might not make it happen. If you set a goal to go to the gym regularly, then you need to have habits and systems in place so that going to the gym regularly becomes your end result. You need to figure out what habits you already have that you could attach the habit to so that it's much easier to accomplish. For example, when I was single, I used to go to the gym 3 times a week. And the way that happened is because I used to drive by the gym every single day from work to on my way home. And so the gym itself became my signal that you needed to go to the gym. And so on the way home, I would stop at the gym and work out. And I promised myself a time in the steam room because I love the steam room. Knowing that I could go to the steam room at the end of an intense workout was highly motivating. My first goal is every week to do something in some form or another to or for the people I love. And so far, I've done really well with this. When I set the goal, I knew the best way to make sure this happened is to decide before the week started exactly who I was going to contact and how. And so doing my planning sessions on Sundays, which I do in my bullet journal. Let me find it for you. So doing my planning sessions on Sundays, and this is how I plan for the week. As you can see, it goes from Monday all the way to Sunday. And so I also put down during that time exactly who I was going to contact and how I was going to do it. But I'm not very rigid about this. One week I decided to reach out to one friend by mailing her a card, and I did reach out to her through text, but it was another friend that I really felt I needed to reach out to as well. And so I ended up reaching out to 2 friends because it felt right to me. So there's been times when I've had to switch who I did it, but either way, I made it a plan. And also, but one of the things I want to improve with that one is I have a bunch of stationery and it's in my garage somewhere, and that has made it difficult to do that. So if I really want to make that a habit, doing my planning session on Sundays, I am also going to take out everything I need and put it on my nightstand along with my journal and stuff like that. My second goal is to lose 30 pounds. That will put me back to my pre-baby weight, It's the way I felt most comfortable in. It's where I felt the most energy. And so that's how I determined that number. I've set a few habits in place to try to accomplish this. One of the habits I set in place to make sure this happens is I joined an accountability group with my sister and a friend. We meet at the same gym at the same time to exercise. I also told myself I could have a session in the steam room if I go to the gym. This one has been hard because it's ended up that I can't go to the steam room because I'm usually in a rush to get back home so my husband could leave for work in time. Also, we meet at 5 a.m. and unfortunately my sleep schedule has been completely off since the holidays and constant sickness in my home. And so that means I need more or different habits in place. The habit I've decided that will help the most with this is getting to bed before 9 p.m. And I knew that was something I needed to work on because I already had that goal to wake up at 4:30 just so I could do this and stuff like that. So I've decided to it will help the most with this if I focus on habits that helps me get to bed before 9 p.m. So that's a hard one, but I'm motivated to get to bed because it's when I usually get to read during the day. One of the things I started doing is getting ready for bed right before I get my kids ready for bed. Then once I put them to bed, it's much easier to just go to bed soon after. And this actually has been a really nice habit. I just automatically, I put my kids to bed at 7:30. So once we have dinner and they're playing, that is my signal. I clean up and I get ready. It's become a pattern. I clean up, I get ready. I clean up, I get ready for bed. And so that's the habit that has been helping a lot more. And I'm really excited about it. So I'll let you know how this continues to go. The other habit I set in place is to dance every day because I love to dance. I know in the past, as you can see, I made a picture where this woman is dancing. And I know in the past, that's what's always helped me stay healthy and feel good. And I've made it into a fun activity I do with my boys. And since they love to dance as well, they make sure it happens. So I have that accountability and I have that system in place, and it's become a habit of ours to dance every day together. What I do need to tweak is when we do that. So the problem is that I run into is that I pick up my son from school, we have lunch and eat and do homework. And then after that, it's bedtime for my little one, or nap time for my little one. And then after that, it's randomly in there somewhere. So I want a better habit in place. Yes, we do it together, so that's good, but a better habit in place for when we do it. So I was thinking that as I'm preparing dinner would be when we do it, because I make dinner with my kids. They love it. So I make dinner with them every day, or at least every weekday, since my husband's usually the one who makes dinner during the weekend typically. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna work on building that habit better, but so far it's been going good. It can be better. My third goal is to make $150,000 in business. This is a stretch goal for me, and I'm truly hoping to make it. I know in order to make that much, I have to be really on top of my work. I have two businesses, a web design business and this one, Shape My Life. The web design one, I just have to be on top of my referrals since I get a lot of referrals. I know to grow Shape My Life, I have to be consistent about uploading YouTube videos every week, posting on my blog, and being active on social media. That's why I put those on my vision board. I have been doing those things, but I'm going to change how I approach those. What I want to do is create a new work schedule, and putting down exactly when I will be doing those things will be helpful. I have someone who watches my kids twice a week, and so I have scheduled work time, and I need to be better about scheduling exactly when I do what during that work time. For example, the first hour I work? Will I be doing marketing? Will I be doing videography? Will I be doing whatever it is? But I think getting in a habit and putting some systems in place, that will be extremely helpful. There's also skills I need to gain to get better at what I do. During my weekly sessions, I decide what skill or class I will work on that week. This has been going really well. I've learned so much already. Doing my weekly sessions, there's a part that says, as you can see, on the bottom of it all, there's a part that says class, and that's when I decide what class I want to do and what I learned from that class, what I need to apply. My fourth goal is to spend an hour every day getting my home and family organized. This goal is the closest I've come to verbalizing what I want to accomplish. I'm still not sure if that's it. If you have any idea on how I could better say this, please let me know in the comments below, because that would be very helpful. But what I've done is made sure I spend about 15 minutes or so in the morning and then again in the evening tidying up and getting my kids' clothes ready for the next day. That's really, really helpful. I've also mentioned that I'm remodeling my home. So if I could consistently work on this, it would go a long way to making me feel so much more organized in every area of my life. And so I created a remodeling schedule to make sure that happens. I did this in my bullet journal. It's not perfect and I made some mistakes, but that's okay. As you can see, I put areas of my house that I want to work on, and I'm going to put the list of things I would like done and the date I want to get it done by. And I'm hoping to give myself a month in with each area or something like that. We'll see how that works. And I will revisit this during next month's review of the month to see how I can improve this. But I will see how things goes and I will let you know. But I'm hoping to spend 2 to 3 hours working on these areas on Friday mornings after I drop off my little one at school. So then that will become a habit. I drop him off, I come home, and it can be a little project and activity I do with my little one my other little one that's still at home. Working on those because he loves home projects. Both my kids do. On the bottom of this, I have a wish list. That's things I would love to get done in these areas, but maybe I won't be able to for some reason or another, whether it's budget or time or something, but we'll see. So yeah, that is how I am trying to put habits and systems in place to accomplish these 4 goals that I set. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this view of how I set goals and stay motivated to stay focused to achieve my goals. If you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up because that helps the channel to grow. It also helps me to know that you like the content I'm creating. And if you could please subscribe and ring that notification bell, that way you will not miss any videos or the next video. All right, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.